Hello, welcome back. Right, a bit of a change from the multi sort of format videos. I'm doing one on its own for the BBC Micro. As you can tell, it's Mr.Ee from Micropower, which is kind of like a Mr.Do sort of clone from back in the days when you know, copyright didn't really mean much. You just changed the name and the graphics a little bit, and you could more or less get away with anything. The reason I'm trying this game is it was suggested to me ages ago when I first got a BBC Micro. Lots and lots of people were like, you've really got to try Mr.Ee, it's a fantastic game. I've already said in the past how I love the way the BBC sounds, and some of the graphics look and sound like early arcade machines. I think it's a brilliant machine, and if you're ever thinking of getting one, do go out and get one. But what I'm interested, I don't really, Mr.Ee is a Mr.Do clone, and I don't really know the Mr.Do arcade game. I know of it and I've seen it occasionally, but I don't think I've ever played it to any sort of great extent at all, if at all, basically. So there are some really dodgy clones of it about. The worst one that springs to mind, the worst offender, is Dinky Digger for the Spectrum. That is one of the worst games ever. If you don't believe me, you know, try putting it in, searching it on YouTube. It's absolutely abysmal. But anyway, as I said, I just want to show you this, just to sort of show you what what a great game it is, and to see what you make of it. Your thoughts if you were a BBC Micro owner back in the day and you knew this game, or if you're completely new to it but you're a Mr.Do fan, how you think it stacks up. Anyway, let's get into it. See you in a sec. Okay, welcome back. Here we are, Mr.Ee from Micropower in Oh, in fact, I don't know when. I don't know if this is a modern game or an actual official release from back in the day, the machine's heyday. But the presentation of it is fantastic. Now, the controls are ZX left and right, asterisk and question mark up and down, return to fire, the little ball that Mr.Ee sort of carries around. Now, I'll turn the sound up a bit. It might drown me out because we know how loud the BBC Micro speaker is, but just let me know what you think of this. It's only going to be a few minutes because I'm absolutely crap at it. Right, so here we go. We'll just wait a few seconds for it to sort of load up the first screen. This is what I think the BBC does really well, these kind of arcade style games. I mean, it just sounds like an arcade game. It's brilliant. Oh, and the graphics are really sort of like nice and cutesy. Now, I can't zoom in too much with this camera because the way the screen is sort of laid out. See, I've got the sort of ball thing whatever his name is can sort of fire about there. Now, I've kind of knackered myself there because that won't come back to me now, the position it's in. Oh, things are getting... Oh, it's come back to me now. Oh, what's happened there? What have I been killed by there? Oh, never mind. Oh, well, I'm dead. Right, so yeah, I've also got to collect extra letters for sort of bonuses as well. Now, I should be able to... Ooh. So it's all about sort of planning your route around, and that's something I've never been any good at. Oh, look at that. I don't even know what I did there. This game is wonderful. It is so much fun. And I've only sort of managed to get a few screens into it. Brilliant. Love it. It's fast, it's frantic, it looks cute, it plays brilliantly. Oh, shit. Oh dear. That was my own fault there. It sounds and looks just like an arcade game. Game over. Yeah, well, we didn't expect much more, did we? So again, BBC Micro fans, what do you make of this game? Did you have it back in the day if it was a sort of old release? Is it something you got much play out of? I think it's brilliant. Like I say, it was suggested to me ages ago that I had to check it out as a BBC Micro owner. But again, like I said, I completely forgot about it. It's really, really, really great game. I'm not going to last very long at all in this. So, if people were to sort of ask me, you know, give me some examples of games I must play on a BBC Micro, it would be this, Chucky Egg, Nifty Lifty, Daredevil Dennis, I quite liked the BBC version of Mikey. I thought that was all right. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, you know, it's just shown what a great machine for games the BBC is. Now, I don't know of any other sort of Mr.Do style games other than that Dinky Digger one that I sort of said to you about, because it's not really a game in the arcades that I ever took much notice of. And I know it was popular, etc., but you know, this is really, really good fun. Really, really well put together. Oh, where's me balls? Can't find me balls. Oh, showing a bit of AI there. He knew I was going to drop that on his head, and he didn't go for it. Ah, come on, 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 come on. I might be in uncharted territory here. Am I? Yes. Right, let's just go for it. No, I can't fire the ball again until it comes back to me, if I'm summarising that correct. Oh, I could... Ah, get out of it! Ah! Oh! Oh dear. Game over. Brilliant game. I love it. Go and buy BBC Micro and try it out, or go and get the BBM emulator and try it out. It's wonderful. Catch you at the outro. Right, there you go. That was Mr.Ee. That was a game I was meant to have a look at months ago and never got round to it until today, and I think it's brilliant. By all means, go and check it out. If you have a BBC Micro, if you're thinking of getting one, like I said on there, it's you know, it's a great machine for games. There are some fantastic games. I'm loving sort of discovering them. Similarly with the other machines as well, the Amstrad and the Commodore 64. I'm really enjoying uncovering sort of like little gems on those. But like I said, I thought that game should have its own sort of video rather than be sort of put together in a kind of... because there is an official version of Mr.Do as well, but I haven't checked that one out. So what I'm going to do is do a sort of... hunt down any sort of like versions of Mr.Do there may be on the other machines, etc. But just interested to know what you thought about that. It's brilliant. Go and buy a BBC Micro so you can play that. If not, go and download BBM, especially if you're a Mr.Do fan, because I think you'll love that. Like I say, I haven't really ever anything to compare it to, which makes it even better. It's fantastic. Okay, if you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please, please, please join in the discussions. Because Michael Salisbury, I'm not going to say that's what it's all about. Oh, I just said it. Right, okay, bye-bye.